Well, thank you very much. My name is Luis Navarro, and I'm the Chief Operating Officer at Zeleros Hyperloop. It's a deep tech company based in Valencia, Spain. Really nice city. Invited all of you to visit the city, and of course, just to knock our door and have a good paella. So we are inventing basically the Hyperloop. One thing is what we got as a concept some years ago from Elon Musk and all these fancy guys from SpaceX, but to bring that into the reality is another totally different story, okay? So we need a massive amount of hours from mavericks and engineers, you know, to really determine and to bring to the Earth, okay, these crazy technologies that will allow us to build basically a vehicle that travels through a low pressure tube, by levitating, consumes just a few kilowatt-hour of energy per passenger per kilometer, and will allow us to connect cities at ultra-high speeds. So it's a massive engineering challenge that we are about to solve. We're in the progress to solve. As I was saying, one thing is that what happened some years ago, the Hyperloop, the big name, some sexy stuff was published, but now, you know, the real guys are trying to bring this into their reality. The good thing is that it's on track, promise. And we are not only doing the technology, we are basically tech guys, but we have also the courage to involve or to basically to influence into the government, the European Commission. Now Hyperloop has been considered as a part of the strategy to decarbonize the mobility in the European Union. There are funds that now support the construction of Hyperloop facilities, and basically we are in the very right track to bring this into the reality within this decade. Just to mention, it's not just that we are receiving some of the Hyperloop developers or the promoters, we are receiving investment from renowned first-class players, industrial players, venture capital and so on, but there are also appearing the first projects. For instance, in Italy, a recent tender of around €1 billion that is gonna start very soon. So when we talk about Hyperloop, the big thing is that even if you need to start small, it's a must to think big, because this is going to be transformational for our society. Hyperloop has the potential to become a backbone to transport especially passengers, but also cargo, you know, and connect cities in a really, really efficient way. Today, the same way that, 100 years ago, it was crazy to think about an aircraft, okay, first using in the military, then for cargo, and then finally passengers. It's like really claustrophobic, just not safe, really. But well, that's a natural feeling, but we're humans. We like to adapt, and we will adapt, and promise that once we experience how exciting it is to move and to really travel at these ultra high speeds, we will love it, and this will be massively deployed worldwide. So this is Zeleros, was founded in 2016. Previously, the founders, they compete and they won several relevant prizes in the SpaceX competition funded by Elon Musk. But today we are 55 people that are trying really hard to develop the enabling technologies of this system. But we cannot do it alone. I mean, it's of course absurd to think that we can handle this, because this is a massive project, and this is why we are bringing on board big guys coming from the industry. We have a really renowned industrial allies such as ArcelorMittal, or for instance Airbus, and also nice investors like CAF, rail stock manufacturer, or Acciona, that are complementing our know-how and they will take a part of the really nice piece of cake, you know, that will represent Hyperloop in the coming years. And now let me just brief you about our vision of our product. Okay, Hyperloop is nice, but how we are bringing this into land. Okay, so we have a quite a special and unique perspective on that. This is, we are developing especially the vehicle that you can see here, and we will invite for sure many stakeholders and industrial corporations to complete, because there are many things to be done. The station, for instance, is something that we will not develop, if you ask, and the special guys, you know, that are used to build stations or are used to build the tracks or the energy systems, you know, they will participate in that. We are focused on this beauty, and to cope with that, we are focusing now into unlocking, we can say, the potential of the three enabling technologies. The first one is a linear motor. Probably you're familiar because it has been used in the past with the maglev, with the levitation train technology, German technology, that now has been, well, some years ago it was implemented in China. Also in Japan, they have another version using more advanced materials, but the reality is that this is quite simple, but it's not that easy to handle for very high speeds and in these conditions. Okay, so we are working with that. We're also working with the levitation system. In our case, it's compounded by a combination of permanent magnets and electromagnets, and basically that will be the guiding system, okay? The safety here really relies on this system, and we can say that the know-how that is needed for this is quite rare. And this is the beauty that we are developing, okay? We are basically dealing with electric vehicle, but a massive one, okay? It's like electric aircraft. We are developing the batteries, the motors, and all the transmission system, and this is something that will bring us into the really top-tier know-how at the European and global level if we can achieve it, because that will capacitate us in a really nice arena of new wave of technologies. And well, finally, why we are doing that? We are doing that because we do believe that it's a must to keep low the cost of infrastructure, and of course to go really bullish into how we can cope with the certification phase. Okay, so safety is a must. Europe will take care of that, and Hyperloop is ready to become safe. So not only that, my very final word, sorry for that, is that we are a bit bored, you know, because of course this is a long-term project, and we wanna have really also hard time with the sales. So basically, we are taking our core technologies, and we will bring it to the market. One example is this, that we are building with the Port of Valencia, and we are using the linear motor to transport containers. It's a much lower demanding in terms of technology, definitely, this application. But well, we will be in the market very soon with different subsystems that will help us to generate revenue streams and to be like much more, have even more fun than what we are having today. So well, this is just some pictures about the construction of the pilot, and thank you very much for your time. It's a pleasure, and yeah, I will be right there if you want to have a chat. Bye.